Great to be back out, of course. Great crowd tonight. Gil, the new lights, the new board, and everything. It's just it's an incredible atmosphere to be out there. And so just proud of the effort tonight. You know, first game out, it's usually just a little bit of survival, trying to figure it out. And, you know, we've got some new parts and new places, and so it was fun to just kind of help the team as best we could get through this one against a really, in my opinion, talented and extremely well-coached Cal Poly team. I thought they had a good plan for us tonight. They created some good looks for them, and they hit them. They shot well, especially in the post. You know, when their 5 steps out and goes 4 for 5 from 3, that's usually going to give anybody trouble, and you got to give her a lot of credit for knocking down those shots. And so I was just proud of our team. I thought we just got better as it went. I really liked the way we moved the basketball tonight. Settled for shots, I think, a little quick on the perimeter early, and then settled in and played more inside out in the second half, which is more traditional for us. And I thought that was really effective down the stretch. And so proud of the effort, happy with the win, and really, really grateful for Beaver Nation coming out like they did.
Destiny, obviously you played here, you know, on Saturday, got kind of your first taste there. But as for, you know, for a counting game, just what was that? What did that feel like? Good to finally get back out there and won, and then how fun was it to play with your teammates with so many options that you guys have?
It was super nice, you know, especially the crowd today. It was amazing, especially for our first game. Always great to have Beaver Nation behind us, and that's always a fun atmosphere to play in. And then being able to be out there with my team today, I mean, I couldn't ask for anything. I'm blessed to be able to be on the floor with them and be coached by Scott and all the rest of the staff, and it's happy to just be a part of it now.
Scott, I know lots of things. I thought at the end of the first quarter, you guys had like an 8-0 run to close it and another run toward the end of the third quarter. How big were those? Was anything like coming out of that media timeout or late that you could talk that you saw some changes that you guys made in those stretches?
I just thought we settled in both of them. I think both were fueled by our defense. You know, I remember there was one possession when we got the 30-second violation in the first quarter. You know, Maddie really, I thought she really sparked that. She denied their entry pass into their offense, and that kind of got everybody going. And then I thought, you know, clearly we ended the quarter well. We executed. Aaliyah hit that shot. You know, and then we played with great energy in the third quarter. We switched defenses a little bit during that stretch, and I thought that was key. And usually defense fuels offense, you know, and so this team is figuring out who they are defensively. I'm figuring out who they are defensively. It's just a work in progress. And so as the game went on, we got to push some different buttons, you know, to put them on their heels a little bit. And so I thought both of those runs were fueled by our defense. And so it's going to be fun to look back at the film, you know, and learn so that we can just be more and more efficient.
Coach, you mentioned earlier this week how versatile your team can be. You go big, you go small. Would you agree that that was pretty prevalent late in the game on those last couple of runs? That you were going with a smaller lineup, but they were relentless defensively and really making moves, making a run.
Yeah, that's I think who we are. I think we're going to need to be able to play both small, and big. And you know, against a team, it's interesting. In the preseason, you play against teams like this that have a more versatile center. You know, you've got a 6'2" player that can take you off the dribble, go out and shoot the 3, and post up too. And she's a really effective player. We needed to match that at different times. You know. And so we went small. We played Maddie at the 5 a little bit. Maddie has not played the 5 yet this season, not in one practice. It was the first time all season, but it just seemed the right thing to do. And that's obviously versatility. You know, tonight we started Katie at the 4. That's versatile. And so, you know, it's the fun of who we are. And at the same time, there's a learning curve that's a little steeper because you are changing rules from time to time. And so, you know, there's a growth process that's going to need to happen in order for us to be as efficient as we can. And so here we go.
And I wanted to ask you about Maddie because a couple of times I looked up, and it wasn't very often, when she was in there playing the 5, that she looked like she really handled stand back. She did a good job.
She really did. And, you know, she identifies as, I mean, she's very comfortable in the post, you know, both offensively and defensively. She's extremely physical. You know, that's funny, guys. But she's extremely physical, you know, and so she relishes being in there. You saw her, you know, both post moves that she had. I think she hit both shots, you know, down inside. And so very comfortable at the 5. That's why there really wasn't a hesitation for me using her there.
Mick, you've been here for a couple of years and just everything that you guys have. how close are you guys to getting into to that kind of good rhythm of it? I know it's just the first game, but through the practice, how much has that learning curve been, and how do you feel now having been in a game, how you guys are kind of coming together?
I think we're getting more and more comfortable together. I think the first exhibition game, some of us are still kind of learning how to run and how fast Destiny plays. And I think this game we ran transition a lot better and were able to be ready for her passes more. So I think each day we're getting more comfortable together, and we're excited to see how we can fit this puzzle together.
And Destiny and Michaela, you two specifically seem to have a really good chemistry with you, Destiny driving into the paint and swinging out wide to Michaela. How do you see that strategy of playing off each other's strengths working for you this season?
Yeah, Destiny and I were roommates last year. I went to the Dominican Republic this summer, so we have a lot of chemistry together. Even went on our, probably shouldn't say this, our UW visit together, but we've known each other for a while. And I think we're getting more and more comfortable with each other. And she sees the court so well, so we have to be ready to shoot when she passes it to us and be ready to take advantage of them helping on her defensively.
I second what Mick said, and then, I mean, her skill set is amazing to play with. She sees the floor better than anyone I know and can get anywhere she wants at any time, and so that helps me out a lot and everyone else on the floor, so that's always fun to play with.
Scott, you talked earlier this week about Michaela's rebounding ability, but did you want to see more, or are you fine with her leading in rebounding? Did you want to see more from your front court, or?
Yes, I mean, for sure. You know, the other day we out-rebounded our opponent by 33, I think, and tonight with 4 minutes to go we were down 1 on the boards. You know, so you got to give them a lot of credit for that, no question. I mean, they crashed really hard. They played very physical. I mean, this was a great effort from them. They came to play tonight, and so that's something I want to look at. You know, because of our small lineup, you know, I thought that allowed them to rebound a little bit at times, but we can't get out rebound on our home floor, and we didn't, but it was closer than it needed to be. And so, you know, it's just one of the things, you know, as we're learning, you know, we obviously need to be dominant on that end. That's what we are. It's who we are. And so we'll get better.
I can hear what else might be.
Yeah.
At times, I mean, you talked about it also. Did you feel like you guys were a little bit too three-point happy, like you shot way too many threes tonight, or did you feel like it was good choices of selection?
Yeah, well, I thought the shots were all good. They really were. The problem was that's all they were. You know, we weren't inside out like normal. And so second half, we made it a point to talk about that. We want to be inside out. Let's go lay the ball in. I mean, let's get to the rim. We are settling. That's not a formula for success in this game, you know, just to shoot threes. It's not who we are. We shoot threes off of penetration and off of catching the ball in the post and or at least getting it there, you know. And so I think you saw, I did a much more concerted effort to get to the rim down the stretch, and that was the final separation in the game, I thought. Then our threes, it's interesting how it works. We shot the ball a little bit better after that was happening. And so, you know, but give Cal Poly a lot of credit. That was their game plan. No layups, clearly. I mean, they were committed to it. That's why our threes were good, but you can't live by just that.
Thank you.
Yep,
guys.
thank you very much. Say it.
Go Beavs.